Today I want to talk a little bit about vision boards, and I'm curious to know, and I don't know if I can see on there, if you guys comment, and how many of you do vision boards, or I'm sure you've heard of it, a dream board or a vision board. I'm just curious, is that something you guys do? Also, do you list out New Year's resolutions? Do you break down goals? So I'm just curious what you guys do each year. Typically for years, I would, and I think a lot of people are probably like this, you kind of just list off a few resolutions that you want to do each year. Usually that's, I want to lose weight this year. I'm finally going to eat better. I'm going to exercise more. So I'll also go into why those aren't very effective goals, and you want to take it a little bit deeper than that. And actually, I'll mention too, I've got a free challenge coming up where we actually go further into that. So typically resolutions will last maybe 2 weeks, which is the norm. You have a resolution and you go strong with it for about 2 weeks, and then we just give up with it. So I'm going to really break it down so that it's something that you can actually stick with, so that won't happen, that you won't fail with your resolutions after 2 weeks. So today I just wanted to talk about vision boards, why I love them so much. And that's actually one thing that we go into in the challenge. That's on next Thursday on day 4 of the challenge. So January 1st to 5th. I'll do a sort of like a vision board party. If vision boards aren't your thing, then I've got some other, like a goal card, other ways that can keep you motivated when your motivation starts to lack. So I will start with, I'll turn this around. So I'm just in my office downstairs right now, and I've got my vision boards here from the last, I found them from the last few years. So 2013 was when I really started with them. I might have done earlier than that, but this is all I had on my computer. So I think this is pretty much when I started. Okay, so this was an Oprah, sort of like an app that I had here. So yeah, I think this is working okay. So 2013, and there's a couple things that are really neat with looking back on this. Okay, so there's a few different ways to do a vision board. This is kind of my favorite. So I had an inspiring quote in the middle, and then I had sort of different areas that I wanted to improve upon. So commonly people will say, I want to get healthier, I want to exercise more, I want to be fit. And so it's important you find images that really resonate with you, that kind of make you happy. So usually for me, that's like the sunshine in there, things like that. And so it's so funny looking back at this, this picture in particular, well, actually this whole area. So 2013, Ashton she wouldn't have even been a year yet, because I probably did this in January. And so this is really neat that that picture, so this is just random Pinterest pictures, and that picture in the top corner, like that looks almost exactly like Ashton looked when Easton was just a few months old. And even more funny is that I have a Christmas picture, so Easton would have just been like a month and a half old, and that's pretty much that exact picture. And then so here I had Ashton, and part of my vision was to have another kid, and then so to have a family of 4, a boy and a girl. So that's kind of neat to look back on. So eat healthy, enjoy life, drinking coffee, things I like to do, be outside, sunshine, be fit. So I got into running more that year and into yoga. And oh, my battery's starting to get low, so hopefully we'll see how long I can be on here. And then so that same year I did 2 dream boards, and one was my dream home. So I don't know if you guys are like me, just love to dream. If you love Pinterest, you're probably that way. So I usually get most of my pictures from Pinterest. I'll go back to pictures that I've pinned. So I'll just go kind of quickly through this. So this one here I think this was 2014. It was before Easton was born. It was before I was even pregnant with Easton. And so yeah, that picture again, that really resonated with me. And it's funny because I got my boy. So I've got little baby boy here because I was hoping for a boy. And long hair, I wanted to grow out my hair. Here's another, this is a more current dream home one.
And then there's also some of them I did a little bit differently. Like I've got this. That's funny. I put the tiara on there. So some are just inspiring quotes too. So I've got in my closet, and I'll show you the pictures in a minute. I put them in frames in my closet, and so some of them I just do like inspiring quotes. So I see that whenever I get dressed. This one actually, sometimes I'll do 2 different vision boards in a year, and this one was when I think it was in the spring, maybe a couple years ago or last year, and I was really recommitting to like getting in shape for summer. So that helps too. You can do it in January. You can switch it up, and whenever you are really trying to achieve a goal, it's nice to do a new one. And here's another one too. I just had this. This was a few years ago. I did it for in my office, and it was just inspiring pictures. And what else? Oh, and then here, this is another thing you can do to help you achieve your goals. If this is something that you like to do, everybody's kind of different. So whether that's a goal card, a vision board, or like a mind map like this, I find this is a nice way to sort of break it down. So 2015, and then I did the bigger bubbles were sort of different areas I wanted to focus on. And then you want to break it down a little bit more. So the exact ways I was going to get to it, things like that. So, and that's another important thing. Here, maybe I'll flip this around.
You want to break it down. So often we have just that goal, like I mentioned before. I want to get healthier. I want to start exercising more. So that's good, like to have that New Year's resolution. Not everybody does resolutions, so if you're doing that, that's good. But we can make it better. So something better would be I want to lose weight. So say breaking that down to I want to eat better. And I want to exercise more. I'm going to commit to eating better and to exercising more. So that's another common one that people do. But even that, that's not specific enough. That's not broken down enough. And it's not going to help you have it be a lasting goal after a couple of weeks once things start to slow down. So even better than that would be I want to, so break down the exercise part. I want to get in minimum 15 to 20 minutes of a workout. Oh, I'm down to 10% battery. 15 to 20 minutes of a workout each day. And so in that you can say, you're going to figure out what time your workout would be best. Is that you might say 8 o'clock, but then you need to think, okay, after 2 weeks, once my motivation slows down, is 8 o'clock at night, once the kids go to bed, is that going to be still feasible? Like I'm just going to be so exhausted, motivation starts to go down, and I'm just going to quit. So maybe you're going to see if you can, maybe the morning would be a better time to commit to that. Or if you're home with your kids, for me, I like to commit to it either like 10 o'clock, we'll do sort of like a dance party or like a little workout. So kind of get them involved. Or like 4 o'clock I find once Easton's awake. So if I just have that commitment of a certain amount of time each day that I'm going to work out, then that breaking it down to that is so much better than just saying I'm going to lose weight this year. So you want to break that down. And then with the food part of it too, you can break that down. So say you want to lose weight. So you want to break that down to, so how am I going to do that? Each day I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to have a salad each day. I'm going to get in more healthy fats, things like that. So you want to break that down to your daily habits that you're going to add in. Even your evening snack, you can break it down so much as to, I'm going to swap out my evening snack from chips or whatever to some sort of like healthy replacement to that. So that's so important. Breaking it down, you want to visualize, it with the vision board. You want to have that motivation, and you also want to break your goals down, are a couple important things. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, but the visualization thing is really important. And if you've ever watched The Secret, that's sort of part of it, but that's only like the first part. So in order to make changes and achieve your goal, that's a really important first part. So like The Secret says, you have to sort of manifest it in your mind. You have to think of it in your mind in order to manifest it. So you have to visualize it, and it is a critical part. It's not all of it, but that's the first step. So once you have a dream and you visualize it and you kind of sort of feel the emotions behind it, achieving it and all that, that naturally sort of, I don't really know how to explain it, but you gravitate towards the actions that will get you there. So sort of subconsciously, you gravitate towards that. And one quick example, sort of an example of that, like say there's a new vehicle that you are looking at or that you bought, and before you bought it, you didn't see it on the road at all. And then once you bought it, you see it everywhere. Probably all of you have noticed that. So that's sort of one example to it. So if you have a goal and you're really thinking about it and you want to achieve it and you visualize it, then you'll really notice the things that are going to get you there. So it seems a little bit woo-woo, but there is some sort of, I don't know if science is the right word, but it's not all woo-woo. There's some actuality behind it. So anyways, a vision board is fun, and it actually is a really important first step to getting you there. And like I said, I've got some different tactics too. If you don't really want to do a vision board, goal cards are helpful. And so anyways, I mentioned before the 5-day challenge. I'll just mention that again. Starting January 1st to 5th, it's just like a fun 5-day challenge. I'll put the link in the comments below. So sign up, and then starting January 1st, you'll get an email with a video. It's a short video from me and a workbook. And you can print that off, or you can just get a notebook and just jot down some things. So I just want you to take a couple minutes, maybe with your cup of coffee in the morning, and just stop and sort of plan out your goals and things like that, and we'll break it down. So a few minutes each day, and it will help you to go a lot further with your resolutions this year, just taking those few minutes. It's what I've been doing for the last few years. It's what the experts teach, so I've kind of like put it all into a week. And then at the end, I'm going to run out of battery soon, so I'll talk quick. At the end of that week, if you're signed up for the challenge, you'll automatically be signed up for the webinar to cap it off. And I'm going to go over the things that I did when I, probably about 5 years ago, the changes I made to lose weight, to get rid of the intense food cravings, and to have more energy. So I'll go over that in the webinar. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.